For all you guys looking for a smaller cattle ranch, I've got 77 acres just east of Fouke, Arkansas. And folks, it's got great grasses. And you can see behind me, we got fat cows. Let's go look at this ranch. It's 99% pasture, and we're going to run down here and look at a spring-fed pond, which is very important when you go to buy a cattle ranch. You got to have water, and we're driving up on one right now. That's definitely, here it is, nearly July, hot. It'd be 100 degrees today, and you can see the water in that pond is up, and it's because it's a spring-fed pond. And then cattle will actually get back here in the back of that and get up to their darn hips in that water. That's how deep it is back there. So you got a great water, great pond. You can tell they've already been in here this morning. Look how muddy it is. And they got another pond that's just as impressive, and we'll run up there and we'll look at that pond right now. Okay, this guy, you know, the owner of this ranch, of course, the way you make money out here, you got the mama cows. He's got about 50 mama cows out here, and they all got babies. And look at them. There won't be long, they'll be ready to go to market. And put a pencil to that, gaining an average of about 2.5 pounds a day, and keeping them, you know, whole anywhere from 6 months up to a year. A pretty good return on your money when you got pasture land. Another good feature on this land is right in front of us. They've got about a 25 acre hay meadow right over here. And what we're fixing to do is the owner's here, and he's going to work some of these cattle and put them in a pen up here. And you can tell he's got them very well trained. When he puts that feed out and calls them, they come running. Look at that. Well, he don't have to circle them up. They just go right in that pen, I hope. We're fixing to see how well trained he got these cattle. Now, of course, everything you see out here, including the concrete feeders, all stay with the sale of the property. It's got some squeeze chutes. It's got a working corral over here, which we're fixing to see them working a few cattle. I don't know exactly what they're going to do with them here, but they definitely got them trained to come up in here. Makes it easy when you're working them, whether you're worming them, get them shots, tagging them.
These cows are pretty gentle. We don't have a horse out here moving them around or anything like that. We just put a little feed in the...
Cut down the labor and time.
Cut down on the labor and the time and the miles to feed, because we can put a little feed in there and they'll all come up here. We call them and come right on up.
You know, another thing that we can show on here, the cattle pen here, is how many cattle you can actually get in a small area. There's about 60 cows and calves in here, and you still got room. You could probably put over 100 in here.
When we moved into this property here, we had a corral that was partially built. Had some little, just a little lean-to gates up there that kind of closed it in. We found some 24-foot panels that are prefab panels. They're movable. You can take and come right up here with front-end loader. They balance. They have feed here. They balance perfectly, and them things are heavy. And
Did you say 20 foot?
24-foot sections.
24-foot sections, and they just chain together, and you can pick them up and connect them. And
you can move them to whatever size pen that you want. That particular pen over there where the feed trough is in, I can put right at 100 cows and calves in that pen, and then we can sort from that pen into these other 2 pens.
Now, Tommy, what are you going to do? What are you doing with the cattle up here today?
We're gonna run them through and we're gonna spray for flies.
Of course, folks, I'm here with Tommy Scott, the owner of this ranch here. And Tommy, since the first time we filmed this, you have done some major changes up here. Talk about this fencing and cross fencing you did.
What we did, we took this little, it's about a 40-acre tract right here, and we fenced it straight down the middle, and then went down the middle the other way, and cut it into 4 functional sections of about 10-12 acres there.
Right.
And one of the big things that we did that for is that, you know, we can move cows in and out. Right down here in the middle, you can see probably on the earlier there in the video where we've got an intersection there. Well, we've got 4 gates right there. So you can move cattle from any pasture right in that corner, and have them go in any pasture you want. This is probably going to be, you know, probably one of the most easiest function places without having a covered facility that you can come around.
One-man show, one guy. Here working.
You can come out here and work your cows. And we've said this before. I mean, I have had right at 100 head in my pens out there, and they're real easy to work in and out, and get them in and sort them, and you still got room to play with. So it's not where they're on top of each other. They're actually workable.
You know, a little while ago we were standing right over here talking about a place to build a home. The 78 acres is right past this picket fence here, but what I'm showing you is what kind of caliber houses are next to you here. If you can see right down there with the white picket fence around it, but that's the caliber home that you can build on this property, and or you can. There's no restrictions out here. You can build a double wide mobile home, or build something like this on your property, this close to Texarkana. And by the way, convenience stores are just 5 minutes up the road at Fouke, Arkansas, gas stations. But you're in the country out here, and for all you hunters, there's white-tailed deer on the west side of this property. If you're looking for a place like this as a true cattle ranch, you could build chicken houses on it, or just come out here and build your dream home. Give me a call.